Welcome back everyone to the channel. This is Mindful Freedom coming back again with another cryptocurrency video. Go ahead and smash that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you want to stay up to date on more cryptocurrency videos. So today I have not necessarily the latest article, but just an informative article because I'm also expanding my knowledge while being in this cryptocurrency area. And within the realm of cryptocurrency, there's a lot that needs to be learned. So we are learning, and I am learning with y'all by sharing these articles and getting y'all's feedback. So every comment, every like, all your support is welcome. Disagreements, agreements, however you may feel that you want to contribute, that is all very welcomed on the channel. So let's go ahead and dive into this today. SegWit and the Lightning Network explained. This is an understanding and a concept that I know a little bit about, but not 100% sure. I do know that the Lightning Network is kind of not on the blockchain. The transactions take place later on the blockchain, but the Lightning Network allows things to happen instantly, and then later it's implemented the transaction onto the blockchain. So here we go. Understanding SegWit, SegWit2x, and the Lightning Network. SegWit, SegWit or 2x, and the Lightning Network are all terms that describe purpose change in Bitcoin's blockchain to allow for faster transactions. Details on implementation. More specifically, these actual and potential changes to Bitcoin's code are scaling solutions meant to address Bitcoin's problems with speed and transaction fees. SegWit and Lightning Network have already begun being implemented and embraced, but haven't fully implemented or embraced as of January 2018. SegWit2x is canceled hard fork. Okay, so there is no SegWit2x apparently. SegWit is a soft fork, so it's the original SegWit is a soft fork, a backwards compatible code change that has been implemented on some cryptocurrencies such as Litecoin. It is scaling solution meant to solve Bitcoin's blockchain size limitations by allowing more transactions to be added in each block, thereby increasing Bitcoin's transaction speeds. The trick involves splitting a transaction into two segments, moving the unlocking signatures, witness data, from the original segment to a witness segment. Such details on SegWit works here. It is up to Bitcoin users, including entities like Coinbase, to embrace SegWit. As more entities embrace SegWit, Bitcoin transaction speeds will become faster. Meanwhile, SegWit2x was planned hard fork that didn't occur, but was set to implement SegWit first and then increase block sizes after. Lastly, the Lightning Network is a fix for both transaction cost and speed. Lightning Network is neither a hard fork or a soft fork, but an additional layer. It is a fix that allows for instant low-cost transactions for Bitcoin and other coins like Litecoin using a bunch of tricks. It has also been embraced by Ethereum under the name Plasma. The Lightning Network also allows for cross-platform atomic swaps, meaning one could use it to trade one coin to another without an exchange. For example, Bitcoin to Litecoin. Like SegWit2x, the Lightning Network is predicted on SegWit's code change. See details on Lightning Networks here. To be clear, the above aren't just scaling solutions for Bitcoin. These changes potentially affect all coins that use the Bitcoin blockchain. For example, Bitcoin, Litecoin, Digibyte, and Vertcoin, and to what extent Ethereum implements Plasma that will affect all tokens on Ethereum blockchain as well. A blockchain is public record of transactions at heart of cryptocurrencies. To implement the changes require consensus, like a democratic vote by those who use the Bitcoin network. Debate over the direction of these changes has led to the creation of cryptocurrencies such as Bitcoin Cash, a hard fork off of the Bitcoin blockchain, meant to create a cryptocurrency with faster transactions times. That is the gist of it. These are code changes to speed up transactions that are subject to democratic vote and debate. The details are way more heady than that. See citations for more reading. So quite interesting. There's still a little bit more to read, but just capping what we have there. So you know, it Lightning Network is obviously from Litecoin. If we implement that onto Bitcoin's blockchain, then we're going to get faster transactions times. We can do atomic swaps here and there without exchanges. So very, very interesting stuff. You know, I guess that, and it doesn't really go into too much detail about the coding and everything, but I know from using, you know, Bitcoin here and there, transaction times are slow and confirmation times are really slow too. And if I'm transferring Litecoin, which I've done here and there, things happen in pretty much an instant, you know, a couple seconds, and I can already see the transaction take place, or the funds moved over. So very interesting at how big of a difference it actually is. Note on SegWit2x, SegWit and Lightning are not controversial measures. However, SegWit2x was extremely controversial, and this helps us to understand why it was canceled. SegWit2x was set to create 2 different blockchains and 2 different Bitcoins, just like other hard forks. However, unlike other hard forks, neither side wanted to capitulate to the other. That led to splitting a Bitcoin community and eventually to cancellation of SegWit2x. Okay. Understanding the naming of SegWit, SegWit2x, and Lightning Network. The name SegWit is short for Segregated Witness. It has this odd name because it splits transactions into 2 segments, removing the unblocking signatures. Odd name because it splits transactions into 2 segments, removing the unlocking signature witness data from original portion and appending it as a separate structure at the end. The change is intended to solve a blockchain size limitation problem that reduces Bitcoin transaction speeds, because it splits the transactions into 2 segments. So let's get that understood real quick. Removing the unlocking signature, the witness data, from the original portion and appending it as a separate structure at the end. So, you know, with that, okay, let's just go over that sentence real quick. Okay, so the segregated witness is the data that is extracted from that confirmation, or that signature of confirming that block, that is extracted from that block and then transferred over to its other transaction. So there's 2 different transactions that take place there. There's the actual transaction, and then there's the witness transaction that happen at 2 different times. The change is intended to solve Bitcoin's blockchain limitations to reduce Bitcoin transaction speed. But with that in mind, Segregated Witness 2x addresses the same issue by probing 2 MB blocks, hence the 2x part. And the Lightning Network seeks to solve this by allowing participants to transfer money to each other without having to make all their transactions public on the blockchain, which would make transactions lightning fast. SegWit2x, Bitcoin Cash, and Bitcoin Gold are all different hard forks in Bitcoin that happened in 2017. SegWit's changed to blockchain and technically create new coins, but if everyone updates, then only 1 coin is left. Cash and Gold created new coins on purpose with the intention of these coins staying around, competing with Bitcoin as unique coins. Bitcoin doesn't upgrade to embrace these coins. They fork off their own and don't look back. In other words, these are 2 different types of hard forks in terms of intention. The SegWits try to fix or improve Bitcoin's network. Cash and Gold forked off and do their own thing as unique coins. Okay, so sorry about that. It was a little confusing, but Bitcoin Cash and Bitcoin Gold are the forks. They're the ones that are trying to improve by modifying the code within Bitcoin's original coding, and then created the Bitcoin Cash and Bitcoin Gold. But as we can see, if SegWit is implemented on the Bitcoin blockchain, then we're going to have faster transaction times, but also it allows for those transactions to take place off of the network, and then later on they are approved. So very interesting. Still a little hazy, but I for the most part I understand it. Just kind of wanted to get some clarification. Hopefully y'all stuck with me through the video. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Go ahead and leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Tell me what y'all think of SegWit, Segregated Witness. Have y'all used it? I do know that you can implement SegWit on the Nano, and you can do faster transaction times that way. But yeah, give me a heads up. Tell me what y'all think, and I will speak with y'all soon. Have a nice night. Bye.